So a couple of years back, one of the biggest scandals here on YouTube was the betrayal of the Try Guys by notorious nice guy Ned Fulmer.
Hi, I'm Keith.
I'm Ned.
I'm Zach.
I'm Eugene.
And we're the Try Guys.
The Try Guys, if you didn't know, were this group of so-called men who were all employed by YouTube conglomerate BuzzFeed. After each saw individual popularity on the channel, they came together to develop the Try Guys series back in 2014, and it was one of the most successful shows of the entire BuzzFeed brand.
Today I'm trying on women's underwear.
Not just any ladies, though. Victoria's Secret underwear.
We're taking a Kim Kardashian butt photo.
We're trying on ladies' Halloween costumes.
I like looking at them on women, but I do not want to see that on myself.
So lucrative, in fact, that after 4 years of doing the show, they would then leave the nest and see even more success doing the same thing on their very own channel, getting billions of views across over 1,000 videos.
In April, I left my job at BuzzFeed after working there for 4 years. The next day, I started a company with my 3 best friends.
A little more intense.
Oh! We're going to the salon and getting our nails did.
We have to get drunk.
Yes, legally too drunk to drive a car.
Look at all those liver spots. What makes liver spots happen? Too much fried chicken?
And to be real with y'all, much like with BuzzFeed in general, I don't know who the hell was watching this shit, but I cannot deny that they were printing money, damn it. But then of course this tool Ned went and fucked the entire thing up. You see, Ned was known for years as the wife guy of the Try Guys group, which, let's be honest, that does not sound like very much fun.
My wife. 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 My wife.
Do you ever think I talk about my wife too much?
Oh. Yeah?
Keith is telling the truth.
He was essentially the Chance the Rapper of the YouTube world, but all along he had a dirty little secret. And when he was pictured out in public kissing a coworker at their company, a woman who had appeared in multiple videos who knew his then wife nonetheless, it was really all over but the crying.
I don't have a problem telling the truth even if it hurts.
Keep in mind, not only was Ned married, but he also had an entire family with this woman Ariel.
Maybe Wes will have a kid someday. Maybe we'll have grandkids.
I hope we have grandkids.
I hope we have grandkids.
You really are though. Like,
Yeah, it is pretty nice.
It's kind of nice.
With the new Comfort Habersburger technology.
I mean, how someone can be so stupid to shit where they were eating like this, I do not know. Like, the guy was so bold that he was comfortable publicly cheating. I mean, talk about an absolute idiot. And to make matters worse, it was the detectives of Reddit on the Try Guys subreddit who were the ones to sound the alarms. In short, this situation was an absolute PR and HR nightmare for the Try Guys, and Ned lost his entire stake in the company and was banished from their channel immediately.
Ned Fulmer is no longer working with the Try Guys. By now, we're assuming you've seen the Reddit threads, and TikToks, and tweets, and news articles.
On Labor Day weekend, multiple fans alerted us that they had seen Ned and an employee engaging in public romantic behavior.
This is something we took very seriously.
Like, if you were going to get something on the side, you know, some mashed potatoes, maybe some macaroni, do not be eating from the break room, dude. Obviously, this cost him and the other guys millions of dollars. And they really had no choice but to publicly distance themselves from this guy who was their friend for over a decade, and was obviously a massive part of their brand.
It's weird. We're sorry that this ever happened, and we don't know what more to say.
So after all of this went down, Ned pretty much became public enemy number 1. He immediately disappeared from the internet. You had Try Guys fans out rioting in the streets, looting local businesses. Okay, maybe none of that really happened, but he was getting roasted in comment sections all around the virtual world.
Everyone was shocked when they heard it was Ned who cheated on his wife. Because this man, with everything he said, treated her like an angel, viewed her like a goddess. And yet, he was tempted by the forbidden fruit.
And the group did try to continue. I mean, even till this day, they are still going. But a lot of fans felt like it was never really the same. You know, it was like eating those Little Debbie cupcakes once they started pumping them with chemicals. Like, the satisfaction was just no longer there. There was something missing.
And for you, the fans, this has been deeply shocking and sad. You feel like there was a level of trust that you had with us as your favorite hashtag non-toxic boys. Now you have all these questions of, was it always a lie? can I even go back and watch the old videos? What, it feels like a death, not in that dramatic of a sense, but of a loss of something that you loved and you thought you knew, and now it is potentially forever tainted.
And now, after being out of the public eye for the last 3 years, this dude has been on a 3-month crusade of making the worst comeback of all time. And it really all started when he decided that he wanted to now host a podcast. And the way he launched this was to actually bring the ex-wife on as the first guest. Because she wasn't traumatized enough the first time, no, he had to exploit her one last time for his own personal gain. In short, the podcast was one of the most awkward watches of all time. Something they acknowledge almost immediately.
Feels weird. Feels a little awkward.
Yeah. Back in a podcasting room.
Yeah.
I'm on the verge of like standing up and walking out of this room. Absolutely.
Same.
I'm like, what the hell am I doing?
Now, she really doesn't hold back when it comes to how hard it was to be so publicly exposed in this way by the person she was supposed to be able to trust the most.
Just because you go to a Taylor Swift concert together doesn't mean that you're, that all is forgiven and you're...
People ask me, like, do you forgive Ned for what he did? And I mean, the answer is no. Absolutely not. Fuck no.
It's hard to hear you saying like, fuck no, I don't forgive you. But of course I get it.
And it is so incredibly awkward when he tries to see the small wins of their newfound platonic friendship, as he describes it.
We've recalibrated our relationship more towards a platonic friendship, and then, it's just been challenging. But like, I think we're getting to a point of sort of celebrating that and really like embracing it and accepting it for what it is.
And normally both I and the audience in general could really care less if someone online is cheating on their partner, but the sheer narrative that he was this wife guy who chose to so publicly put his relationship on display, all for the sake of his own career and social relevance, is really the reason that people think this entire thing is so ironically fucked.
But even like going out in public with like my kids or just going out to dinner or something like that,
yeah.
I feel like the only thing that people see is the scandal.
And the sheer fact that this little weasel was using her once again like this really did not sit right with the audience, because obviously they have to maintain a relationship due to the fact that they share kids. So to me, he is really exploiting her kindness once again. As you can tell, this entire thing really like set her entire world on fire. Like, it seems like even till this day it really does affect her.
Like I couldn't trust anybody. I couldn't trust the public. I couldn't trust you. I couldn't trust my friends. I just stayed inside, like, because there were cameras everywhere.
Because obviously going through a cheating betrayal like this is already insanely hard to cope with, but when the entire internet is discussing it, and people are following you around in your car to your couples therapy sessions, and paparazzi is waiting outside of your house, that is obviously a whole nother level of pain and embarrassment.
I found out about your affair from the fans. I mean...
And the entire time, Ned kind of tries to act like they were standing on even ground. Like this was just something that happened to both of them and he was not the one who caused it. Calling himself getting some punana on the side, an addictive cycle of self-justification he simply could not break out of.
There was a lot of sort of delusions and rationalizations that you, as the person doing that, sort of are telling yourself, like, I've been hurting this person that I love this whole time.
You didn't realize until then?
Well, but then there's other things you tell yourself to kind of sort of compartmentalize, or I guess. It's like a addictive cycle, kind of.
And towards the end of this hour-long episode is when Ned finally reveals his plan to dip his dirty little toes back into the content space. And he even gets the name The Rock Bottom Podcast from her at this very moment.
There's one thing I noticed is that people really seem to care about the train wreck that I caused.
Would you say that that was your rock bottom? Have you hit your rock bottom? Or do you think?
I hope so, yeah.
So not only did she give him the original career arc, but then in the return she gets him this cool million views, while also naming his show for him. Everyone makes mistakes, some of us really big ones, but what comes next? Rock Bottom is a show that explores people's lowest, most embarrassing and challenging moments, featuring raw, unfiltered conversations with comedians, creators, authors, and celebrities. We talk about how not only they survived it all, but transformed their lives. So yes, this general theme of him putting himself into the place of the victim continues. Like, dude, you caused your own rock bottom here by being stupid beyond belief. Like, nobody feels bad for the guy who punches himself in the dick, and then cries about it 3 years later. Either way, he has released an episode of this shit show every week for the last 3 months, with each consecutively getting less and less viewership, and most people who do give him a view only appear to be doing so to either shit on him in the comments, or laugh along with the thousands celebrating his failed attempt at a comeback. I mean, these people got their foot on Ned's neck, and they are not letting up any pressure. Ned, go get a normal 9 to 5 like the rest of us. Your career as a public figure is over. Your actions are deplorable, and what makes it worse is having to watch you rematerialize on the internet branding your own personal actions as some great tragedy. You're not a victim, you're not making amends, you're not even likable. Quick reminder, this was Ned's family channel he ran with Ariel before he was outed for cheating. Now he has the balls to turn into something only he has control over. The audacity of this creep. Basically, not one person is getting any value from this show. Like, I tried to sit through a couple of episodes, and he himself as a host is so insanely boring. This was actually something that his ex-wife had even called him out for when he said that this was going to be his future.
Maybe I can, because of what I've gone through and my past, like, connect with people and empathize with people. What?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just. You think you're interesting enough?
No, I don't.
So his podcast blows massive balls, we all know that. But then the guy managed to turn around and do something even more embarrassing, in attempting to make a return to his personal YouTube channel. Basically, he's now trying to do the Try Guys style over there by himself.
Hey guys, welcome to my new channel. Here we go!
Oh, that is so good.
Each week, we'll be dropping videos that focus on curiosity, empathy, and comedy. I'll be pushing my body and mind to the limit. So join our community and hit subscribe for more videos that make you curious. See you next week.
Anything for your art, though, right?
Anything, but we must sacrifice for art.
So he obviously recorded several episodes in anticipation for this comeback, and to be honest, it's gotta be the biggest steaming pile of shit I've ever seen. And he has to be the least funny dork trying to be interesting on the entire platform.
I'm gonna learn everything it takes physically to be a wrestler.
Yeah, very good.
And emotionally. Don't hurt me. When do we get to put on the fluffy vest?
I got the noodle sweats.
I got 4 cats, and I walk them every day. And when I'm in the ring, I'm gonna make you a little kitty. Meow, meow, meow.
Yes.
Sweet, sweet flakes of ghost pepper. Oh. It's so cool.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
You know, the whole thing feels like it has the production value and presentation of a series that would have been popular on BuzzFeed over a decade ago. Like, even back then, that was not the type of content that I would watch, but in the current day, it feels so glaringly dated.
Today, I'm going to be eating and ranking some of the most iconic tacos in Los Angeles. Today, I'm learning how to train dogs in agility courses. Which country has the best noodles?
There is only one way to truly cleanse the palate.
A familiar and affordable dose of American mass-produced commercial mediocrity. Taco Bell. And the most embarrassing part of it all is that Ned is clearly buying both views and subscribers on his channel. 1.1 million views, 600 likes. 1 million views, 878 likes. 347,000 views, 960 likes. So yes, the entire channel's viewership is a massive load of donkey shit. You know, I guess with this one, he accidentally forgot to buy the views. To me, that number right there is a representation of the amount of people still hate watching Ned. You know, he tried the Try Guys ripoff, he tried the fake apologies, he tried to garner sympathy, while also doing a dating show, a cooking show, and even a BuzzFeed spin-off, and none of it worked in the slightest. I mean, people still hate this dude's guts while he tries to act like he's in on the joke.
Ned will have 1 hour to make fresh pasta, shape the wheel, and flambe it for the judges. Hopefully he doesn't burn down the kitchen like he burned down his last relationship.
And like I said, not only is he, in my opinion, buying views, but I also think that he is buying subscribers. Because once he started posting on this channel, he was rapidly losing subscribers, and then randomly he gets 13,000 in 1 week. And since then, the number has been steadily climbing back up. I mean, come on, Ned, let's try and make it a little bit less obvious. People down below in the comments have clearly noticed this trend. Bro forgot to buy likes and comments, so why do you think you can screw up your closest friends and partners' lives, and then compete with them by ripping off what they do?
Yes, I hear Ned Fulmer is back on YouTube. Some sort of a grotesque spectacle.
Overall, that is why I declare it the worst comeback since Ellen did that comedy special. Like, this had to be the most unnecessary shit of all time. From the podcast with the ex-wife, to the actual podcast itself, and now the most pathetic attempt to revive what he was doing before, only this time by himself when everyone hates the one-man band.
This is the pain you caused me.
But either way, I do want to know what you guys think about this failed comeback down below. Another thing I will say is that at least the ex-wife seems to be in a much better place. She claims that she's making a living off of being an artist, so I do give my kudos to her. But either way, I just wanted to update you guys on this situation. Y'all let me know down below if you were a Try Guys fan, if you were standing out for Ned and his wife back in the day. I mean, to be honest with y'all, in doing research for this video, I looked through his Instagram, and honestly, I'm kinda surprised the guy had a wife in the first place, but I digress. Either way, y'all let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think there's any pivot left in his career, or do you think he is essentially a dead duck? Either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing, but as you guys know, it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and some other fallen off creators out here need to be covered, so I'm out. Peace!
The four of us have been hard at work building an independent production company together!
Oh!